Okay. Alright. So Camille versus Diana. Amumu versus Kha'Zix. I have a good matchup. Because Diana is really easily ganked. And I beat her in a 1v1. So, with that in mind, I'm going full damage, longsword 3, second wind. Because she'll try to just poke me out of lane. Honestly, second wind, shield bash, or second wind, bone plating, they're interchangeable, I think, in this game. You can make an argument for both. I think second wind, you get more value off against Diana, but it's not really needed because I'm going longsword 3. Plus, I get scaling later with, like, I get better scaling. I can duel Darius easily if I have bone plating, or way easier. So I think it's whatever. This right here is really crucial. What this means, because if we share, if you can either kill the ward by yourself or share it with someone else, with one other person, and you'll get level 2 off the first wave. We saw that this, someone, I think Seth saw this was warded, so I went over, got the ward, so now I have 8% EXP, meaning that I get level 2 off the first wave, which is pretty OP. Now, if I start W, she starts W, it's pretty neutral. If I start Q, which is what I did, I can zone her off of the minions better, so that's what I did. I'll be taking her harass, but I have second wind, so I think it's fine. I'll be reading chat while I'm giving this review, so if you have any questions, let me know. So yeah, here, got to zone her off the wave. When she goes for autos, I forced her to Q the minion if she wants to get it. Right, I see her going for that one melee, so I walk up, stop her. She's going to go for that melee there, so I'm playing up. I skill E. Now here, I think I made a really, really big mistake. I think I could have made the game way easier for us if I roamed bot lane. If I was paying attention too much for top side. I didn't see that bot lane was this low. And this is a huge mistake because I think I could have just cleared this. Now I have lane priority, right? So I don't have a ward because I went sweeper. But I think I should have walked down towards bot and potentially just give flashes for free. It's unlikely that they would expect me to roam at this timer, but it's doable because I have the wave shoved in. The wave bounces back for me. If I go bot here and they're up this far, it's a free kill. Or I can zone them off the wave. Either way, I'm not losing anything. I can't get wards. I can't just kill Kha'Zix if I find him in the jungle. I can't gank top lane. So yeah, bot. I should have just ran bot. Maybe get a kill, maybe get sums. I think this is one of the biggest mistakes I made in this game. Otherwise, I think I played pretty well. Other than that, because like, look, if I was halfway there and they went in like this, I just killed them all. So I think this was like a massive mistake by me. And this is exactly why I emphasize awareness and F keys right here. This is a winning position for us if I was here, and I could end the game in 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes. But because I blunder by not F keying and looking around, not awareness, I was probably a little nervous because I had NIGHTBLUE on my team. I could not see that they were up and missed an opportunity. So now, as I said, the benefit of shoving the wave is that it comes back to me in a push. I'm going to close my window because I'm sure the birds are really noisy. I have the door open, but I think it's fine. So I have the wave coming back to me, and it's going to be frozen for me, and that's really, really good for me. Why? Because there are multiple reasons, okay? So, as I did with my last video, I'm going to let you think, I want you to think about why this is a good position for me. A lot of people already know this, honestly. I'm actually surprised at how much better people are at the game because of LS. But I want you to think to yourself, why is this position extremely strong for me? So, pause the video. Okay, I'm going to talk about why now. So, Diana, as I already said, is extremely immobile. Amumu is about to finish his full clear, and then he's going to look to gank after he gets his blue and grub. If I can keep the wave on my side in a freeze, then Diana is exposed and is forced to walk back and lose EXP and gold. because she'll be zoned off the wave. That's extremely valuable for me because Diana can't play the game if I'm up 2 levels, up a level, and if I kill her, then I can just perma-kill her for the rest of the game. Like, I can't just walk up and kill her, because I did say the matchup's winning, but, like, having an advantage is big, obviously. So if I can get 6 before she does, that's pretty huge, especially if there's, like, a Drake fight or something. If I have 6 and she has 5, that's game winning. So, all I have to... Also, so a couple other reasons is that, likewise, Kha'Zix can't gank me. If I have the wave and a freeze for me, Kha'Zix can't just come and kill me because it's frozen for me. So that's also pretty huge, right? Because then I'm safe from... I never have to give up CS. I can just keep the wave here and keep it frozen and not lose any minions. And like, if I see where Kha'Zix is and the wave's frozen for me, I can look to kill Diana too. So like, this is a really, really good position, which is why level 1, I slow pushed the first wave, so I just was autoing it. Then level 2, I hard shoved the wave into the tower, so then Diana couldn't freeze it because there's too many minions. She let the wave crash into her tower. Wave 3 is coming back to me. Wave 4 and wave 5, I got a freeze, and by that time Amumu should be there ready to gank. Also, at 246, this is a timer in which junglers like Lee Sin and Elise have done 3 camps. If it's Lee Sin, he'll probably have done blue, grump, and then red buff, and then he'll be looking for a gank. So top lane is in a horrible position. He's the opposite of what I am. He has the wave slow pushed into Darius, and Darius has this frozen. And this is horrible for Set for many reasons. One, well, it's just literally the same thing I said. These are the similarities between the lanes. Like, a lot of people think there's a lot of differences between top and mid, but, you know, not so much. Because he's just as vulnerable to getting a gank. Even though he has a ward here, it doesn't matter. Darius has Ghost. Darius can probably just solo kill Set as it is, honestly. I think Darius doesn't even need Kha'Zix. So Darius should have just kept his freeze here, and I think Set does die here. But as you can see, me and NIGHTBLUE are trying to ping him off. In chat here, I do danger ping. I do it a couple of times. I think I did it once or twice. I don't know. He should just know not to be here. The wave comes back to him now because Darius pushed it into him, so that's really good for him. But like, he just doesn't need to be up this far because he has to worry about getting ganked right now. Kha'Zix can easily do like red raptors and then walk through the river and then come like this. This ward only sees if he goes like after Krugs to top, so it's really, really risky for him to be up this far. He has no reason to be. He should just give up the cannon and run back, but Set keeps dying this game because he keeps playing. Okay, so we even see him. We see him on the ward, but like at this point it's too late. He's already dead though. He would lose this all in anyway, and then like Kha'Zix didn't even need to be there. But like, I don't know. Once again, he just didn't need to be that far up. That's what Darius wants to do. He wants to just, that's why he takes Ghost. He wants to just run you down from full health. And there's not much, I mean, he did take Ignite. Kind of looked like he would win that, honestly. But I don't know, maybe if Darius kind of did out better. Point is, he shouldn't be up that far when we don't know where Kha'Zix is. Because that was a very, very obvious gank, and that's really bad. Because we don't want Kha'Zix to snowball. So, NIGHTBLUE double crabs, though, in return, which is good for him. Because he saw that top got ganked, so he took the crab, and then he walked alongside, took this crab. And then he should know that Kha'Zix's Gromp is spawning exactly right now. And the reason why is because when we saw Kha'Zix top lane, we know that he did a full clear because of the timer that he came, and because it's logical, and because of his high CS, right? So what that means is we can calculate when his camps are coming up. So if he did blue blue spawns at 1:30, probably took him 10 seconds to do blue, 10-15 seconds, right? We don't have to know the exact time. We can average it. He'll finish this blue buff at, you know, 1:45, let's say. 1:43. He has really strong damage with Sivir, Nullis, and Kha'Zix. They take it really fast. Probably started this at 1:45-ish. Kills this at 2 minutes or so, right? Then does Wolves at 2:30. Probably finishes this at 2:30. So we can just add 2 minutes to when we can approximate that this will spawn at 4 minutes, because if we took it at 1:45, we add 2 minutes, right? Then that's 3:45. And that's exactly the time that it spawned. Like I was off by like 15 seconds, 10 seconds, right? So Amumu should know that there's a Gromp here, and he could just take it. Well, taking it's not doable because Kha'Zix's off the map right now. Kha'Zix probably reset after that kill because he did a full clear and there's no reason for Kha'Zix to stay on the map. So Kha'Zix is logically going to run from base after buying his items because he's strong now that he has a kill. He wants to spend his gold, right? All he would do after the gank, he could either walk to do Krugs, then recall, or he could like recall right away. And I think recalling right away is more logical because he knows that his camps are spawning in the next 20 seconds. So he can just meet this Grump as it spawns. Even though his Krugs will be level 1, I think it's still worth because he can just full clear up to Krugs and get as much golden XP as he can. This is what Kha'Zix wants to do, is a farm jungler. So, with that being said, Amumu can't just safely take this because logically Kha'Zix is on the way for this camp as it spawns. So Amumu made the right play of not going for this. Because he also, like, their bot can get there first, even though their bot is lower. Like, he can go for this Gromp if his bot rotates up, but then they're missing a lot of minions for that, so I think it's just fine for what Amumu did. So then now, once again, you see Diana played this out smart. She made sure not to walk up super far, because this is what I mean with my freeze, right? I have this frozen. If she was like trying to take the cannon here, she's just dead for free. So she played this pretty well. She got out of the gank. She got chunked for it though, which is good for me, because now I can look for a solo kill really easily. She has to burn through her pots. So now I have a really big HP advantage, right? And the wave's in a really good spot for me. Now, what we have to be afraid of is Kha'Zix's counter gank, which is why Amumu can't just re-gank. Because we don't want to, like, even though, like, Diana did get chunked, she did pot up to full health, and we'd have to fight in her minions, so it'd be really, really risky to go for that. So, instead, I go for this really flashy play here. Right? I know that she is no flash, and she has not really a way to, like, escape from this, and I know Mumu's on the way. So what I do here is I go in, because she knows that she needs to, like, get out of here. She knows 100% that Amumu's on the way. So I go in, flash E. Now, I think I could have done this better by, instead of flashing, there's no reason for that, I should have E'd and then flashed behind her, so it would push her into Amumu. That would have been easier, and Amumu could just flash right now and Q. And that would be, like, way easier for him, because right now I think he's just out of range. So then that doesn't work out, so then I just hit my W. It's a perfect flash angle for Amumu because she's slowed and she can't juke it. So it's a free kill for Amumu. So I think that was well played by both me and Amumu. Now, I don't agree with Amumu taxing my entire wave. This was really troll because I need the... So, to all you junglers out there, even though... so, first of all, Amumu is a tank jungler. He is playing a support class. He's playing for his team. So him taxing all these minions is not a good idea because one, he doesn't scale with gold as well as I do. Two, I need the EXP more than he does. And the reason why is because, as I said, if I'm up a level on Diana, when I rotate, I will have 6 before she does. So if he just backs off, does his camps, lets me get this wave, I will have 6 way sooner than Diana. I'll be up an entire level on Diana. I can kill Diana at any point. And every single time I rotate, I'll be way stronger than her. Which is that's beneficial to him. So he's indirectly helping himself by giving me the wave. Because I can help him in return by being able to have priority permanently. Which is like so important for mid lane. That's why I think mid lane can control the game better than most roles. I think a good mid and a good jungle duo, they can just take over any game. Because of how much it matters to like rotate. Especially with the fact that I can go anywhere I want and how quickly Camille goes to any lane, because I'm maxing E. It's like so important for me to get as much golden EXP as possible. So I tried pinging him off, but he doesn't give a fuck, and he just took it anyway. So another thing I'm doing here is I'm not recalling. I didn't back up and recall. And the reason why is because there's no logical way that Diana can be here this fast, because we just killed her. And it's also very illogical for Kha'Zix to waste his time to stop my recall, because it doesn't actually matter if he does. I'll just walk back, I lose nothing because my wave's shoved in. So if Kha'Zix wants to come down here and E over the wall and W me, that's great. I'm wasting his time, and I lose nothing because the wave's shoved into his tower, and it bounces back to me anyway. So there's like a good minute here before any of my minions are low. So I can sacrifice time if that's needed. So it's like whatever. That's risky to do if I don't know if like Diana's going to be there in 5 seconds, then she'll just cancel me. But because of this circumstance, I didn't need to walk back. You just recall in place. So then he also pings me to do Drake, but I don't need to because bot lane has priority. So they can just help Amumu out, and I can it's better for me to reset there because I had a really, really, really OP recall timing. Do you see how I lost no minions at all? This is what I was talking about, right? I lost nothing from that recall. So if I were to help on Drake, then I'd delay my reset timing, and that's huge because I got a big power spike, and I can look for more solo kills on Diana because I'm up in EXP and because she's flashless, right? So it's really important for me to reset there. I don't know if he was pinging me in general. I think he's just pinging for help. So I don't know if he wanted me to rotate or he should want his bot lane on me. So, but it would be incorrect for me to rotate right there. So now this is a really good position because I have this frozen and I'm level 6. But unfortunately, Amumu has to be off the map. And do you know why Diana is playing up this far? It's because there's logically a Kha'Zix here. Kha'Zix was on the way. I just predicted that because there's no way she can play up this far without having Kha'Zix. So that's why she's almost like baiting here for me. And Kha'Zix is getting in position to help. So that was that's like why I don't go in there because I don't know where Kha'Zix is. So I have to assume that he's there waiting, and I was correct. But no matter what, I just can't go in. So this was like really fucking sad of me. I should have just ulted him right away. This honestly caught me off guard. I don't know what he was thinking here, but if I just ult him, he dies. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking by just jumping over Raptor Wall and diving me from full health. They cannot kill me here. No way, no world can they kill me here. So if I was just faster and better, I was shocked, honestly. I was fucking shocked. I thought there was like a Nullus here too or something. But I should have just ulted him right away and then get off all my bursts, and then he should just die because he has no 6. So, but yeah, that was very unfortunate. So I lost a lot of my lead. That was another huge mistake that I made. Diana should be equal in gold now. She should be winning in gold actually because she got plating and I didn't even get a kill. Mumu got the kill. So that was a really huge blunder by me, honestly. But it's whatever. Mistakes happen. So got to clear the pink ward. But now the wave is going to Diana and she has a freeze, but I'm not too worried because Kha'Zix and Diana don't have a good chances of ganking me because I can just E away if Kha'Zix is here, so I'm not too worried. Also, I'm in minions, so I won't get isolated. So Mumu makes a play bot lane. Good job. They're up too far. See, this is what I mean. If you're their bot, you have to respect this. This is like the biggest mistake that I see when I coach people. You have to always respect the fact that the jungler's Mia and he could be anywhere right now. They don't know where Amumu is, so they can't be up this far. They can't be looking for a hook. That's the last thing they want to do. Especially with the wave coming to them. Amumu probably read this and saw that the wave's shoving into his bot lane. So he's preemptively coming here to gank when these guys go in. So this was really, really troll by Nollis, especially because of the fact that he missed his hook and then he still wanted to go in anyway. That was just like turbo int. So he killed himself. And this is like really pathetic that he died here because this is a mistake that like gold players should be making, not fucking diamonds and master tiers. But it happens all the time in this server. Okay, so I still have an EXP advantage though, fortunately, even though I lost that, I died there. They shared EXP, so that's why I'm still up in EXP. Looks like I'm up quite a bit actually. Half a level's worth of EXP pretty much. That's very important because base stats matter so much. But once again, following my own rule, I don't engage, I don't trade, I don't do anything because I don't know where Kha'Zix is, right? If I E onto the wall and then go for a trade, sure, I'll win it because Diana's on cooldown. But then Kha'Zix, if he's in this bush, right? Diana can just pull me in with ult and I'm just dead 100%. So it's not worth. I can just harass with W. I can take any trade as long as I'm able to E away and get out. So we're just playing patiently. Game's still pretty neutral, right? This is Karma face checking bushes, right? This is exactly what I'm saying. You don't know where the enemy is. You always have to assume that they're there. It's not worth taking that risk because you're just giving free gold away to their carries. Fortunately for me, Diana did not get the kill. It was Nullus that got the kill. And I'm on Sheen Tiamat. That's really huge for me. So now this is me trying to control NIGHTBLUE. So Set gets himself killed again. We haven't been really watching top, but he keeps dying to ganks because he's up too far. That's like all he was doing. He's just up too far the whole game. He's basically he was like 0-5, 0-6. I think it was 0-7. That's how bad it got. But he was worth no gold, and Kha'Zix kept ganking him, so their kills were kind of inflated. But so here, Amumu is pinging that maybe we can go in. And I think that there is an opportunity here, potentially. if we can just go on Kha'Zix, Mumu can ult him, then I can burst him down because I have everything up and I have full damage and he has no defense. We should be able to kill him from full health, especially after we saw him ult. He has no way of kiting me, so I think we can just one-shot Kha'Zix and get out for free. However, I have Sweeper still, and this is why Sweeper is kind of broken. I made sure to swap it after I went Tiamat because I'm going to be looking to roam more. I kill the ward and I'm pinging him to back off because they know that we're here and Diana can collapse as well, and also we lose the fight because Amumu is a weak fighter early. Kha'Zix has his warrior, and Darius is just like a really, really strong champion that can win extended fights better than anyone else, because once he gets his 5 stacks, he gains like 60 AD or something. It's pretty broken, and he also has his ult still, so that's not a good fight for us to take. It was a good potential opportunity, but he realized that we can't go for that. So Amumu did something that was really, really good, which was taking objectives on the weak side of the map, trading objectives, right? Instead of trying to like play around top side and play for a weak lane, he played around his winning lane and his strong side. And this is sometimes what you have to do. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and let a lane bleed. Because what can Amumu do against Darius? They don't have enough burst to kill him from full health. Darius wants to take long fights and they lose the 2v2. So he's playing for bot side, so he's taking Drakes off cooldown. And he's playing for his bot, which I thought was and middle, which was like one of his. That's like one of the reasons why we won the game so easily, is because he got all 4 Drakes early off cooldown, and that led us to, because like Kha'Zix, like I said, was just sitting top the whole game. So like we saw that he took Herald and that he put Herald down, and that Kha'Zix was resetting. So he automatically pings Drake, and we just do it off spawn, which is, like I said, really, really smart by him. So I give him credit for that. So me as a mid laner, I need to shove this lane in and rotate, right? So this is where having a level advantage would have mattered if I just didn't die, because I'd be level 9 by now if I didn't die here. And being level 9 in this fight is important, but there was no fight, so luckily my mistake didn't matter too much. And also Diana has Seekers, which is broken-ass item. It's so gold efficient, it's so cancer to play against. I can't one-shot her. If you're a mage and you're against Camille, you gotta just go Seekers. It's too good to not go. It's too good to not go into any AD champion, honestly. How did you go about learning what all the champs do? I'll answer that in a second. I'll answer that after this because it's not relevant with the video. So, nice. I have my wave. I can shove in my wave because Diana's Mia. She took a really bad reset timer, in my opinion. And I can just shove this in and get a... And now I have a really nice reset timer because the wave is shoved in for me. She had no reason to recall. She should just stayed in lane. I can just recall. Or it looks like I rotate because I see their bot is up too far, right? So this is a better awareness for me the second time around. This play is made, and so the beauty about this play is that I lose nothing either way. I either recall, get my items, come back to lane, and the wave is frozen for me, and I lose no minions, just like how we talked about prior. And if I come down here and make a play bot lane, I can just walk back mid and get the CS when it comes back to my tower. So this is horrible. This play resulted from Diana taking a horrible reset timer. So I recognize this and I just walk down bot lane. I see Kha'Zix, so I make sure to ping him out. And then Amumu comes up huge here with a play onto Kha'Zix. We know Kha'Zix is in the bush. He goes in really early on my Amumu. Gets the ult down, gets all his cooldowns down. Caitlyn ults. And then I get the shutdown on him, which is really, really big. Because now Amumu can start catching back up, and I got a big shutdown. And we're slowing Kha'Zix's snowball down. Caitlyn got an assist. Like, that's really, really good for our team. Meanwhile, Set's still dying to Darius, still trying to fight him 1v1. But it's like, it is what it is. Like, we just got to focus on playing for our strong side pretty much. So then I got all the minions, like I said, after I made the play. I just come back mid, collect my CS. This is great for me. I have a lot of gold. I should be winning in gold because I got a shutdown. Or I guess I'm up 100 gold on Diana. For that shutdown, because she got the plating, like I said. So that's really, really good for me. I pick up my Phage. I have a really, really strong spike here. The problem in this game is Darius, though, because we don't have like that much burst to just kill him in one hit. So you'll see later how strong he is. Now, once again, I have good awareness here, right? We don't win this fight ever. We should never be looking for this. Their top side is their strong side. Darius is way stronger than Set. He's about to complete Triforce. Set's still going Cutlass, right? Amumu is not a dueling champion. Amumu does not have ult. I don't have cooldown. I don't have my suns, right? This is not a good fight to take. Diana can just rotate, and then we lose that. So I don't know why they're pinging for Kha'Zix. This was really troll, honestly. If Kha'Zix was better, I think he just stalls this out with his ult. He should just let Amumu ult, or let Amumu Q, because Amumu doesn't have ult. So Amumu Qs, and then what? What can Set do? Set doesn't have cooldowns, doesn't have sums. They can't just one-shot Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix has ult. He should have stalled, especially because he has Nautilus here, and because he has Darius around the corner. This was like super troll by Kha'Zix. Super troll by Amumu doing this in the first place, and then super troll by Kha'Zix for not letting this happen. This is what I think makes NIGHTBLUE3 a really bad player. His mechanics are like average, I guess, but like he had really good decision making with playing for his weak side. But then he does shit like this where, like, this is just logically dumb as fuck, right? Like, it makes no sense why he's ever going for this play. So, like, there's no thought process here at all. He's just inting. This is literally just him inting, honestly. So, that was a huge mistake that I think was game losing. If they kill us and then, you know, Kha'Zix invades and take camps. I guess there's no camps up. I don't know if it's game losing because they just get an extra kill and, you know, they already have the tower. But it's just, like, extra gold into their carries that would matter. So then I get ulted by Nautilus, but it doesn't matter because I'm out. And then Amumu should be able to just walk this one out. I don't want to engage in here because there's death waiting around the corner. Set dies anyway. I don't even know how. He should have been fine. But it's whatever. We didn't lose much because Set's not worth any gold. And they already have the tower anyway, and there's no objectives to get. So I ping to dive Sivir. Because we know that their entire team is top, right? Everyone in their team is top side. So this is a free dive. This is like very standard. Because we saw Nautilus there. We saw Diana mid lane rotate as well. We saw Darius. We saw Kha'Zix. So we should just be able to kill Sivir. But she understands that and she walks it back. So I just help my mid laner out help my jungler out by rotating and doing the camps with them. Now, the reason why I'm not staying here is because they can dive me. Kha'Zix can just come around like this and I just get Nautilus ulted and stuff. I don't have flash or anything. So they 100% kill me. So I have to just give them my wave. So I might as well help Amumu out, look for a dive bot lane. And this results in us getting the tower, which is really strong for Caitlyn. Now, what Caitlyn's doing here is she's waiting for the minions to die before taking the tower, which is extremely intelligent. She knows that she has a lot of time. She doesn't need to rush and take this tower. Because it's one thing if the enemy's on the way. It's another thing if the enemy's Mia, or like they show on the map. Right? Like I said, we know where everyone is. We see them taking mid. We know Kha'Zix and Darius are resetting. So logically, Caitlyn can just leave the tower up, let all the minions die, which denies them a lot of minions and gold. So she gets a golden EXP advantage through this, right? Pretty huge. So she gets the tower, she gets solo EXP, pretty important. She's up a level on Sivir now, or not necessarily a level, but some EXP on Sivir. And that's really good. So once again, we're just taking what we can get. Even though we're down in gold, even though top's bleeding, we got 2 Drakes, right? That's on Amumu for playing for his strong side. Very smart. We got a kill on Caitlyn. She completed her Cole. I'm close to my spike. Caitlyn has her Storm Razor spike and getting her IE spike. So not bad, not bad. So now this is a crucial blunder that NIGHTBLUE makes. He calls for us to do Drake, and this is completely troll. We do not win this fight ever. This is where we throw the game. If the Diana wasn't an idiot. This turned out to win the game for us, unironically, because of how badly Diana played this out. We argued in chat for a minute. I'm probably going to be in a video or some shit, because, you know, if you guys don't know the history, I don't know how long ago, but NIGHTBLUE3 was against... Well, NIGHTBLUE was against Tyler 1 as Kha'Zix, and Tyler 1 picked his 20% win rate of Amumu, and NIGHTBLUE3 lost. So then he saw Kha'Zix was locked in, so he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go Amumu. So I'm sure this is going to be some sort of video, especially with how close the game was. So we argued in chat, so I'm probably going to be in a video or some shit. But we argued, no, let's not do this. Let's not do this. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. I kept saying we should not be doing this. We should not be doing this. Why? Because look at fucking Tab. Our Set's on Bork. Their Darius is on Try. Set's worthless. He's down so much gold and so much EXP. He's like, Darius is literally at 3,000 gold. Look at that. That's fucking insane, right? This is not a good fight for us to take. We do not want this 100... Like, Kha'Zix has his Duskblade power spike ahead of Amumu. Right? Diana still has components that make her strong. She's not a weak, even though she's behind me. She's not even behind me. She's equal in gold with me, right? Sivir is the only one that's weak and behind, but that doesn't matter because Caitlyn doesn't have much agency, especially into this comp. No fucking possible way we can ever win this fight, but you'll see what happens. So we're in the bush here. Like, unless Amumu doesn't even have flash. Like, you can make the argument that Amumu, if he gets a 5-man ult, maybe, but even then, I don't even know if that matters, because how can we follow up? I'm too much single target, and I can't deal with Darius. So Diana, his positioning is god-awful. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. The problem with her sitting over here is that she's isolating herself from her team. So we could have either just turned on Diana, or we could just turn on their team, because Diana's going to be too far behind. So we should just zone off Diana. When she runs all the way here, that's when we just turn back onto their team. And in this case, she even took it a step further, and like, hard trolled by flashing in and getting no one. She wasted all her cooldowns, right? Caitlyn was able to just flash Diana's cooldowns, and then they all stood in Amumu's ult. And then we just AoE'd the fuck out of them. Like, that was not on NIGHTBLUE's call. That was just Diana being a complete idiot. Playing that completely wrong. So, luckily, that worked out for us really well, just because of how horribly they played it. They all grouped up for a moment to just get a 3-man ult. Right? Diana was out of position. It was just terrible, terrible, terrible play by them. And then I clean up. I get multiple kills. I'm starting to get fed now. I got 2 kills from that fight. I killed Nautilus, and I killed Sivir. I got Sivir Sums. Really good for me, but that's huge because we're 1 Drake away from getting Soul, and we just won a big team fight. So now we're up in gold after that. Huge. That's massive for us. So now I'm looking for a solo kill on Diana. She's smart and does not face check the bush. She just assumes that I might be there, so then she walks it back out. That's smart. I would have killed her there if she face checked me because I knew where all the enemies were, so I didn't have to fear her or fear getting collapsed on. Great. See, Nautilus, I rotate mid because I wanted us to do Herald, but then NIGHTBLUE wanted to full clear. I think Herald's way better than him full clearing. Because, like, it's fucking Herald. Like, there's no reason to full clear. We should have just done Herald. But he wanted to full clear. He didn't reset, so I didn't want to have to fight with Amumu not having his reset. And I kept pinging for us to do it, but we just never rotated, so it is what it is. Especially because NIGHTBLUE has Flash now, so why not just look for a play again? Or whatever. But so then they troll, I think, this fight. They troll really, really hard. They should not be looking for fights because now we're way far ahead than they are. They get a pick onto Karma, but like there's no reason for Nautilus to ever hook Amumu here because Amumu is too tanky for them to just one-shot. And Amumu wants to be on the front line, so I walk around here. We get a beautiful Caitlyn trap onto Kha'Zix. I just eviscerate Kha'Zix. Nautilus flash away, and now they're just all sitting ducks. I flash on Nautilus. I meant to flash second Q, and then I could E on to Sivir. So this was a big blunder by me, or I could E on Diana. So I have to spend more time on killing that Nautilus. We killed Diana anyway. I think I may have been able to kill Sivir if I just flash second Q the Nautilus, but it's whatever. So now we take Baron, because they threw the game again. So that's great. We want to reset. We don't want to look for a fight because we're all low and we all have a lot of gold to spend. So I have Ages of Legion. This is one of the strongest items to buy by itself, one of the strongest components, because it just makes you so tanky. And I had like 1,200 gold. I didn't want to buy like Caulfield or anything. I just wanted to be tankier and stronger. So that's why I went the fist thing, because I wanted to go Sterex after Death Dance, or get Sterex and then Death Dance depending on my gold. Because I just want to be beefier, like I said. Because I just need to be able to deal with Darius. And I can if I have enough time to kite him out. But I don't want to get one shot by Kha'Zix or Diana. So as long as I'm building health and armor and MR, I should be able... Like, you'll see how much I hurt later on. So we should be able to just get Drake for free. Because we're way stronger than them. So I stun Kha'Zix here, but I can't see him, so I can't ult. But yeah, we should be able to hard win this. Because Amumu's too strong. I'm too strong, right? Caitlyn has IE and Storm Razor. We have our power spike, so... Kha'Zix was chunked. I didn't see what chunked him. Oh yeah, Caitlyn ulted him for like half his health. And then now, so what I do here is I chase Kha'Zix because it's more important for us to get Drake than it is for us to like 50-50 it. Like, if I will dive to kill Kha'Zix just to secure the Drake. Because the only way this game's lost is if we like lose Soul. But this guarantees Soul, and they don't even have enough damage to kill me. This is how broken this item is, man. I just face tanked 2 of their damage dealers. I'm full health. Look at them. They use their full kits on me. Diana misses her ult, to be fair. And Sivir's like kind of worthless, but still. Like if I had Caulfield, I'd be dead there 100%. So that's really huge. But then now we kind of int this a little bit. Or no, we don't. No. We don't int yet. We don't int yet. I just got another kill on Darius, but now I'm fed as fuck. I'm super strong. I can take over the game. And I play for Sterex. I keep pinging my team to wait. Right, once again, we don't want to overstay, so make sure that you ping off your team. I get blue buff, and I'm pinging that I'm like A couple hundred gold away from Sterex. When I recall, that's when I have it. So this is where we int a little bit. I don't know why we're running through this river here. This was a horrible idea. There's no reason for us to do this. The tower's not that important for us to have to waste sums to get out. But it's not the end of the world. We didn't die. But there's no reason for that. So now I have Sterex. I'm huge. I'm unkillable at this point. I can take over any fight. We got Soul as well. I'm just fucking huge. I have 2 levels on everyone on their team except for Darius. I am big as fuck. Mumu makes another really good play, right? We see Sivir's caught out. Sivir's just trolled this, honestly. Sivir and Diana, their bot lane trolled this game so hard. They should have let their top lane carry them. But, yeah, so, make a play, right? I flashed there. That was horrible of me. This is where we turbo Inthus. Why the fuck are we trying to dive them? We should have just gotten the tower and left. Amumu kept going in. I kept spamming him to get the fuck out. He wouldn't listen to me. You hear the ding, 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 ding. That's me signaling to be careful. I kept saying, get out, get out, get out. Leave, leave, leave. They wouldn't listen. And then my teammates went in. And then they got themselves killed. And bot lane does not flashes because they wasted them here earlier. And it's just like, okay, man. We won the game. The game was over. We just reset, take Baron, and the game's over. There's literally zero reason for us to ever do this. Which is why I was trying to ping them off earlier than this. Like, I was trying to ping them off prior to this happening. Because maybe they just back off and then we just don't fucking all die. But, like, I don't know. What can you do? I die because I tried to kill Caitlyn. Or I tried to see if I could maybe get Sivir and then run and live. But Darius still has his ult somehow. So, pretty unlucky. Or I don't think, no, he doesn't even need to ult me. Oh, no, he does have ult. Okay, yeah. I don't know how he had ult there. I assumed that he used it during the fight. So I thought I could kill Sivir because, like, I saw her running this way. And I pinked this so that they couldn't see me. So I got Sivir really easily. And I thought maybe I could just, like, kill her and then get my E and run away. But unfortunately, yeah, he still had his ult. So I got CC to death. But, yeah, they take Baron. And now the game is really hard. Because if they get Elder, they basically win. Or they can stall the game and catch back up. So we have to win this fight at Elder, right? This is so I bought Elixir because I want to be as strong as possible for this fight. So they go in without me, which is really bad. Because I'm the carry of the team, honestly. So I first zone Kha'Zix, right? By stunning him, getting him out of his stealth. Make him waste his cooldowns on me because I don't want him to be able to go in and one-shot my carries. Darius kind of does that. So then now I'm thinking, okay, they don't have any cooldowns. They're all fucking dead. I can kill Darius when he doesn't have his bleed. So Darius kills Set because Set's immobile, right? Amumu and I have to clutch this. Otherwise, I don't know if the game's over, but it's like way harder. So Darius lost his passive, which is the only reason why I can't go in earlier. Which is why Darius is so good in team fights. Because when Darius hits his passive, every time he autos someone, it applies 5 bleed stacks, which is like so much extra damage, and he gets, like I said, like 60 AD from his passive. So it's really important that I go in when he doesn't have it. So he doesn't have it here, and now I can kill him easily. He misses his E, so he can't cancel my E, and I know I can just go. I don't even need Amumu. Amumu could not even be here, and I'd win this. Because it's just a matter of me one-shotting him like that. Like I said, you see how much damage I do? I don't need to go Hydra, because I just do way too much damage as it is. So I just want to make sure that I go defensive items, which is why I'm going Death Stance and Sterex. So then after I win this fight, the game's done. It's just over because we get Elder. We have this pushing into their base. They're already missing a tower. We can just go mid lane, kill this tower, kill an inhibitor, kill this inhibitor, and the game. And that's exactly what we did. I'll just show the last fight just because why not? Amumu goes in, has Elder buff. Nahus is smart and he tries to block my E and then he tries to ult me. So then what I do is I get around him by taking, like, I don't want to E on this part and then E into him. I want to E on this part and then E over. And then I flash on Sivir to kill Sivir because I have Elder buff. But you can see how quickly I die though, like to Darius. This is why I went so many tank items, right? I got the E flash on Sivir, which is huge. I killed Sivir. I got Kha'Zix really low. I don't know how Kha'Zix didn't die there. I think because when I'm dead, the Elder buff doesn't apply to him. Because he was in Elder range for sure, but I was dead, so. But yeah, my teammates then just killed them all. So yeah. That was a pretty anxiety-inducing game. Honestly, because top lane just kept dying, and like, I knew the game would be really hard because Darius would be really hard to deal with. But fortunately, NIGHTBLUE and I were just the hard carries of this game. Caitlyn did her job of being of just not dying for no